Today's Laker News, a look at how social media affects influencers.
Plus how students are fighting for a change and
how bees are taking the campus by swarm. All that and more because Laker News is hoisting the sails.
Happy Friday, Lakers. I'm Caitlin Rose Birchmeyer.
And I'm Owen Renwick. A TikTok influencer is taking his private account and turning it into a concert tour. Chloe Avila is on the scene at one of the influencer's tour stops.
Hello, Detroit!
Club Chris fans of TikTok personality Chris Olsen waited in line at the Fillmore Detroit on Saturday, March 15th. Longtime Club Chris fan Izzy Griffin says Olsen is different than other TikTok personalities.
Club Chris is like this tiny corner of the internet that we just get to live, laugh, and love. And we love everyone. We don't hate on anyone unless they're being mean because we don't do bullies.
In 2025, Olsen transformed his private account into a tour. Olsen says he set up a private account in 2024 after a public breakup. The hateful comments he was getting made him look for a safe space to interact with kind people. Olsen says some people think the success of Club Chris was part of some master plan.
I watched these whole dissertations on how I created Club Chris, and I'm like, yes, that is what I did. Yes, it was a 6-month plan. I knew exactly what was going to happen. No, I had no idea. I just didn't want people to be mean to me anymore. And I thought if I make this account private and then I block them, there's no way they can come back in here.
Despite the negative reputation of influencers, Olsen is using his platform and tour to create an inclusive space for everyone, especially at a time when in the U.S.,
Power to the people!
No one is illegal!
Times are changing due to President Trump's new policies, and many communities' rights are being challenged.
We're all just here for one thing, and we're not worrying about the world and just loving no matter who you are. If you're a Republican, if you're a Democrat, if you support anything, it really doesn't matter.
Olsen hopes his Club Chris tour can give everyone a place to sing and dance together for a few hours.
We love Chris!
In Detroit, Michigan, I'm Chloe Avila.
While social media certainly has its drawbacks, this moment highlights one of its clear benefits. Although the tour has wrapped for now, Chris Olsen and his club, Chris Tour, featuring special guest Ryan Trainer, may very well hit the road again in the future.
In other news, the Progressive Student Union prepares and marches for their protest against ICE on campus. I looked into this protest to see how the students have been fighting for a change. In the room behind us, GVSU Progressive Student Union is hosting a poster-making party to help prepare for the protest that's happening on 11/11. On November 5th, the poster-making party was held in the Language Resource Center in Mackinac Hall on the second floor, where PSU provided posters, cardboard, chance to write down, sign folding, markers, and paint. The event was open to all students at Grand Valley State University. Sydney Villegas, a member of PSU, says what their demands are for GVSU administration.
And our demands are to make a sanctuary campus now and to protect our international students.
More! All right!
Yeah!
Starting at Zumberg Hall on Allendale campus, PSU, Latino Student Union, and Coalition to Oppose Trump held their protest. In front of Zumberg Hall, members began chanting to get the attention of administrators and others walking by. Once the walk began, they took their signs and banners to begin their walk to the clock tower. The protest walked across the Little Mac Bridge with 2 lines taking up the whole bridge. They went past Mackinac Hall to the bus station. Once they got to Campus Drive Road, they took one side of the street for the first time. They marched their way to the clock tower, backing up busy 6 o'clock traffic. The purpose was to show the administration that they were serious with their demands. When asked about how the university has responded from past protests, Villegas commented,
So what I know, GV hasn't responded to any of this, even though we've made multiple demands.
With each protest, they continue to try and get the administration to respond to the demands, and will continue until they do. Progressive Student Union holds weekly meetings in Lake Ontario Hall on Tuesdays from 8 to 9 p.m. Check out their Instagram at PSU GVSU for more info.
And finally, campus has been buzzing the past couple weeks in ways you may not have imagined. Student reporters Vanessa Hewitt and Lacey Hoffman sat down with the GVSU Beekeepers Club to figure out more.
Oh, we're getting down to the good stuff.
Grace DeBest is the president of the Beekeepers Club on the Valley campus at Grand Valley State University. DeBest has been a part of the Beekeepers Club since she was a freshman and said she immediately felt welcomed upon joining the community.
It's just really neat to watch so many people come together over such a unique hobby.
To prevent getting stung, members wear thick bee suits to harvest honey. Right here at the apiary, located less than a mile from Valley campus, the club uses this honey to produce products like chapstick from the wax and sell what they make to fellow students. There are beekeeping clubs all across Michigan, like the Grand Rapids Beekeeping Club. Here at this specific meeting, the club brought in a guest speaker discussing apitherapy, and President Dave Zimmerman talked about what would happen if we didn't have bees.
And if we lose them, not only do we lose the medical side that we learned today, but we also lose the food side. So it's really important that we protect the bees and maintain the bees.
That's really interesting.
Beekeeping is not only good for the environment, it is also a fun hobby for young students and community members alike. DeBest said being able to hold the bees is her favorite part.
They're between my fingers, oh my god! They shake, they vibrate, and so to have bees all over your hands, I can see why that would scare people. But it is such a cool experience.
If you want to help out Grand Valley beekeepers or learn more about the club, visit gvsu.edu/sustainableag project. In Allendale, I'm Vanessa Hewitt.
Thanks, Vanessa. For students looking for hands-on environmental experience, the Beekeepers Club is looking for new participants all the time. That's all for this edition of Laker News.
We'll be back in 2 weeks for more. But until then, make sure to subscribe to GVTV and check out our other socials over at Instagram and TikTok.
We'll see you when Laker News returns, and have a great week, Lakers.